Hi everyone. Today the class is about question and short answer for simple present and present progressive. You can see the examples on the board and let's talk about this. You say, do Martin and Angie usually have chef lessons? And the present progressive, are Martin and Angie having chef lessons? As you can see, the last class we were talking about this. What's the difference between simple present and present progressive? So in the first one is the activity is an habit or is a routine. So but the difference between this one and the other one is that the action is in progress because having ing forms. Notice that the verb is have in the simple present form and having for progressive. So the activity is in action. So it's in progress. This is a habit. You usually do this. It's a very common activity. And now in this case, because expressions. You can say, are Martin and Angie having chef lesson in this moment, right now? Look at the other example. Let's talk about Lassie. Does Lassie sometimes play the piano? So this is the habit or the routine for Lucy. The question is that does Lucy sometimes play the piano? What the difference between a question in the present progressive? Is Lucy playing the piano now in this moment? So this is a routine, this is a habit, and this is the action that Lucy is doing in this moment. So you can see they are questions, and I notice that in red color you have the auxiliary do or does at the beginning of the questions. At the beginning of the questions. And notice that are or is in the beginning of the question for present progressive. I'm going to explain this with the answers, for example. Look at the answer for these two questions. So the answers could be in affirmative or in negative form, but in short way, not long, short way. Do Martin and Angie usually have chef lessons? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Notice that the auxiliary is at the end of the answers. In affirmative, do. In negative, don't. But you have to replace Martin and Angie by the subject, they. Martin and Angie, they. So the elements or the, the most important thing in this short answers, you have three words. Yes, the subject, and the auxiliary. No, the subject and the auxiliary in negative form. What happened with the answer for the present progressive? Are Martin and Angie having chef lessons? Yes, they are, or no, they aren't. So in this case, you have to use commas. As you can see, say are at the end of the short answers. And according to the way is affirmative are, negative aren't. Why? Because these are plural. We are talking about they and they. That's why in this case do or don't, and in this case are or aren't. What happened with the example of Lucy? Look at the board again. I'm going to give you the explanation. So let's see. Does Lucy sometimes play the piano? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Notice this. Does in the beginning, does at the end of the short answers. In affirmative, does. In negative, doesn't. The contraction of does not. Notice in the present progressive. Is Lucy playing the piano now? Yes, she is. Is on the beginning of the questions and is at the end of the short answers. And for negative, no, she isn't. Isn't is the contraction of is not. Is at the end of the answer, excuse me. So, as you can see, the positions or the use of the auxiliaries are important for questions. Remember, in simple present, you can use do or does, and the present progressive is or are for according to the subjects. That's why we're talking about Lucy, she. Lucy, she. But the difference is that in this case is a habit or a routine, and in this case is that the activity is in progress now, today, in this moment, right now, as you can see. Okay, that's the very simple class and a very short way to answers. Let's talk about other kinds of short answers. Listen, I'm gonna give you a very short task. Okay, here you are some examples for exercise. Try to do it in this moment, right now. Please pay attention, read in this simple present and this is present progressive. Don't forget the use of do or does, and in this case, is or are. You have 1 minute. Pause your video and try to complete. Okay, let's see the answers. In this case is good. Does your mom always cook at home? Why does? Because your mom is she. She does. So does she always cook at home? In this case, good. Do you? Because you is the subject. Do you clean your room every day? Excuse me. What about this? Good. Very good. Tom, Bob, and Tom do because they. You replace this with they, Bob, and Tom chat online at 9. So this is we are going to talk or ask about the activities of them, your habit or your routine. So does, do for questions. Continue with the next example or the next exercise. What happened with the present progressive? Okay, the answer for present progressive. Let's see. In this case, what is this? Good, very good. Is your mom cooking right now? Why is? Because your mom is she. Next one. Good. Are you cleaning your room now? Are you? Why are? Because you. The next one. Bob and Tom chatting online now? Good. Are. Why are? Because they are Bob and Tom. We replace with the they subject chatting online. As you can see, you can answer these questions. Does your mom always cook at home? Yes, she does. Or no, she doesn't. Do you clean your room every day? Yes, I, because I'm talking about you. You say you answer with I. So you say, do you clean your room every day? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. And do Bob and Tom chat online at night? Yes, they do. Or no, they don't. In the case of answers, short answers for is your mom cooking right now? Yes, she is. Or no, she isn't. Are you cleaning your room? You. Remember when you talk or the question is for you, you answer with I. So, are you cleaning your room now? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. And the question for are Bob and Tom chatting online now? Yes, they are. Or no, they aren't. So the answers is according to the subjects in the questions. Okay, Bob and Tom, they, your mom, she, your dad, he. So in the case of questions, you have to replace the names, could be the name, for example, for this, Bob and Tom, they, you replace by the subjects. So that's all for today. The class is over. It's very short because we don't have time enough to continue to explain all the class. But we are having short classes and it's very easy for you to do the activities. Don't forget to do the homework. I'm going to give you a document in Word and you are going to do the activities, answer the questions, put in the correct positions, and so on. Don't forget, see you, bye bye, see you next class, students.